we've arrived at Lake Matheson, and here is Mount Cook and Mount Tasman.
Good morning, world.
Good morning.
This is now the second time we are walking around Lake Matheson. I must say, it's a much better experience compared to yesterday.
Yeah.
When we came yesterday, it was raining and cloudy, and you couldn't make the most of the reflection in the actual lake itself.
Yeah, we've driven 6.5 hours from Nelson to Fox Glacier.
Yeah, we've seen the glacier. It's very pretty. And today's been a much better experience of it. Anyway, we'll show you our view from breakfast shortly. This is what we've decided to sample for lunch. I have the mushrooms Benedict, and my wife has mushrooms pesto without the pesto,
Yeah.
but actually it's not just mushrooms either. Look at that.
Spinach.
And fortunately the cloud has set in, but given that we've already had a very clear view of the mountains around here, we feel pretty fortunate. But nonetheless, this is stunning. Uncle, you're right, Lake Matheson, well worth a visit.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Thanks. We are here from the future to talk about our experience of staying overnight in Fox Glacier. We stayed at the Lake Matheson Motel. It's a very small village anyway, just one little shop and 2 restaurants, or 3 restaurants. It's beautiful.
I think it was 2 restaurants and 1 pub.
Yeah. And there was a huge rainstorm last night. I used to change arms because my arm ached. Yeah, there was a huge rainstorm last night, and we were staying in a hotel with a tin roof, so it was very loud.
It was very loud.
But it was quite relaxing. But 11 o'clock, there was a bit of a siren. Well, a bit. It sounded like almost like a World War siren. It was really loud. It went on for a couple of minutes, and we were just like, what are we supposed to evacuate? What's going on?
Precise. Ellen was getting ready to get up.
I thought it was emergency.
Like, oh, it's fine.
Why would you not think that's an emergency?
Because it was coming from a fire station.
Yeah, but you didn't know
and it
that.
was raining.
You didn't know that?
Well, we read the thing about how the
Yes, we
fire
did
station
after.
does. No, we read it earlier on in the day. It said every Wednesday at 7:30
Oh yeah.
they check the siren, and that's why I thought it was the fire station siren.
You didn't say that last night.
Well, I didn't need to.
But anyway, the village is too small to have. Oh, a bit windy. The village is too small to have its own emergency service team, so they have volunteers, and because phone signal is minimal there, the easiest way to get all the volunteers out in an emergency is to sound the siren. So it doesn't matter if it's the middle of the night or what, they're gonna.
They don't have an auto text system.
No, yeah, they're gonna set it off, and the whole village and surrounding areas are gonna hear it.
Hello, squad. We are now. Well, we've just come through Wanaka. We've had a lovely journey from Fox Glacier today. We stopped off at Hast, which has a supermarket and everything you kind of need. Has a good midpoint stop. We tried to go to the Blue Pools, but sadly they're not visible at present. And now we've come through Wanaka. I'll show you Wanaka in a second because we can see it across Wanaka Lake. But we've begun our journey up Roy's Peak.
Roy's Peak.
Any comments, sweetheart?
It's windy.
It is most definitely windy. It's very steep. I'm glad it's not raining. Otherwise this would be even more difficult.
That took just under 2 hours to the viewpoint, and it should take about an hour and a half back down.
Wait, was it an hour and a half from the summit?
No, I don't think so. Oh, actually, maybe it is. So maybe it's an hour down.
It's more
Cool. Because we are hungry now.
We are very hungry now. Ellen fortunately had the massive cookie. It wasn't that big, but in Ellen's mind it is, because before she's exercised, all food is massive, and she's like a big slug trying to make her way up around.
It was quite a big cookie.
It was not.
Anyway.
It was maybe 3 full bites.
It
and
kept me
that's
going. So.
Oh wait, less about the argument about that. I left my muffin down there because I didn't think I'd want it.
That was really silly of you.
It was incredibly stupid. It will go down as one of my life's biggest mistakes. But oh well, as you can see, the view is absolutely tip-top.
And we got lucky with the weather again because it's gorgeous. Stunning.
Happily do this again.
No, maybe not happily.
No, to be fair, you were ready midway. Well, actually, you were ready first 10 minutes.
My calves felt like they were going to explode. It's so steep.
To be fair, I would say that first 10-15 minutes was the steeper part until at the end. This end bit has had some steep parts, but that first bit, that was a struggle. I mean, most people that we saw following after us, they had many pauses on that bit anyway, so
yeah, it's hard.
Just be warned about that. The fact that do not rely on toilets.
Yeah,
do not. They are flipping min.
Yeah, they're disgusting.
Bring plenty of water.
Yeah.
Sun cream. Sun hat.
Tom.
Proper shoes. None of these flip-flops.
Yeah.
The terrain though is quite good. There are jagged stones in the path, but they're easily negotiable. It isn't as if you've got any bits that you need to be a bit more technical with. You can easily just walk the walk. It's very steep, so be wary of your calves.
And now, once we get to the bottom, we're going to drive into Wanaka, which looks really nice.
It does.
And get some dinner before we head to our Airbnb.
And tomorrow we're going to run around it too.
Yeah, tomorrow we're going to go for a little run.
Sick in the head.
And it also, all the trees here are looking very autumnal, which is nice.
Yeah, Yeah, I mean it is really weird. We're going into our spring,
Yeah, but it's
so
autumn
we're
here.
seeing buds appear on otherwise skeletal trees.
Not
And
here.
here you just see them starting to come off and change colour.
Yeah,
It's really odd.
but it only seems to be right down here in the south. Like the north is still quite warm and tropical. The whole of the North Island, really.
Actually, there was some bits near Wellington.
Yeah,
Because I
a
remember
little
when
bit.
I first noticed there, it was like, those trees are changing.
Yeah.
But that was just before we were coming into Wellington itself.
And then Abel Tasman has its own like tropical almost climate. So
Oh, Abel
Yeah.
Tasman is just something.
Wanaka's pretty. It's snowing.
It is certainly snowing. Where are we going?
We're going to Arrowtown.
So Briggy Smalls and I have just gone into a few shops such as the Jade and Opal Factory. They've even got a Canada Goose, and also just some of the local souvenir stores, just basically being a tourist. Oh look, here's a house we might want to buy. Honestly, there's a lot of life here. It's very touristy. It's very nice, clean, friendly. Love it. Just love it. It's kind of got like that old country western feel. The Gold Shop.
Come to Kinross Vineyard. And what's your wine that you're trying?
I got a Sauvignon Blanc. I went to the Growers series. It has notes of lemon and passion fruit, and you genuinely do get that come through, rather than just most of the places that say you'll get sense of blah 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 blah.
And I have the Pinot Noir sparkling wine. And we have a little grazing platter, which looks amazing.
Looks good for grazing, doesn't it?
We made it to Queenstown.
We are in Queenstown, and first port of call, Starbucks. Yes, we are addicted. We know it's a problem. It's ours, not yours. Bear with.
It's very, very beautiful and also very cold.
Thank you, darling. Are they plastic?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. We're not trusted with adult glasses, are we?
Where are we now? I actually don't know where we
I
are.
don't know.
DFS?
No, I think it's, maybe DFS Galleria.
O'Connell's.
Galleria.
We're in Eat Space. And it's very quiet.
It is at the moment, but I mean, this is only, okay, it's 4:45. Actually, if you consider that there's a fair number of English tourists as well. I mean, I'd say this is more typical for English, although I have seen Germans and French people there.
Yeah, me too.
But this place is charming. I just had a near-death experience with my wallet in Cartier, but my wife gladly towed me away.
I did.
Anyway, less about that. The general experience of the place. Go to my beautiful wife. How's it been?
Queenstown.
Yeah,
Yeah, we really like Queenstown.
done a bit of shopping, haven't we? Oops. But this one, as you've seen if you've watched any of our other countries that I've been to, this one was born to shop.
I do like it.
In terms of the shops themselves though, do you want to talk a bit about that?
Yeah, it's mostly like outdoorsy clothing, hiking, skiing, surf. All like very active wear shops, which we like. So, and there's some expensive shops as well. But yeah, we had a good beach this afternoon. And now we've ordered sushi and we have a cookie and some banana bread.
But just on the topic of outdoorsy shops, I mean, it's also got like a Louis Vuitton, a Burberry, but then it's also got the other high ends that you'd expect, like a Canada Goose or someone that is an authorised dealer. I didn't even realise that was a term outside of Rolex.
Yeah.
And also Moncler, Burberry. You got all sorts.
The shops here stay open until about 9 o'clock, which they don't anywhere else in me, and I quite like that. I like having a food shop after dinner.
Yeah, because most of them have actually been closed by about 5. Some of them stay up till 6, but it seems quite bizarre because we're talking quite touristy areas, and you would imagine that a lot of it would have been doing what the tourists do. But I guess when you look at places like the UK, they don't exactly do that either. It's like if they can finish at 5, they will finish at 5.
Yeah. So just arrived at our hotel in Queenstown, which is the Mercure, and this is our view. Not bad.
Not bad. Hello peeps. We are currently running from the Mercure Hotel around the lake at Queenstown, and we are heading past Frankton. We're doing half marathon distance a day because this is apparently what losers that are marathon training while they're also on holiday do. We are then going to reward ourselves at the end of this with some amazing food. You know what's actually been quite surprising is actually the number of runners we're seeing. There's been quite a few. Maybe they're in the same sorry position that we are. Just keep on running. What a view. We decided that we prefer this to the Auckland one. The Auckland one is easier underfoot, but you cannot knock these views. Isn't that right, Briggy Smalls? So, we now have 8.4 kilometres to go. As you can see, very scenic behind. What have we been using on this run?
Fuel bars. Basically just an oat bar.
What you've been drinking and how much you brought?
Tailwind powder in my water.
You got the non-caffeinated one though, haven't you?
Yeah. I think it's happy. I'm having it in the morning.
Yeah, we'll go Starbucks soon. And you take 1.5 litres, don't you? But usually you take another bottle as well. But the only thing I would say, it's cold, so
It's
you
hard
don't.
to drink as well.
Yeah. Peace out. What a nice view. So lovely to be here. It's been so. Oh wait, she's done the arms. She's done the arms.
We've come to the hot pools, the onsen hot pools in Queenstown, and look at this. Wow. We even have a glass of wine each. Feels good after the half marathon. So, we're in the onsen. Having finished our 21.5 kilometre run this morning around Lake Wakatipu.
One thing I will quickly add on that is if you go to Wakarau Falls, there are toilets there. If you start off in Queenstown, there are toilets there. The problem is there's about 9-ish kilometres in between, and if you go to the toilet suddenly comes upon you, makes for a very, very interesting experience. Certainly makes you run quicker at the end.
And after that we had lunch at Arthur's, where you make your own sandwiches and salads, and we got a Starbucks. So now we're here.
Yeah, and we'll be here for the next hour. This is lovely.
Amazing.
I don't know what I was expecting. This is my first onsen. Yeah, you've been pretty phenomenal. And then this evening we're going to...
The Bathhouse, which is a British-inspired restaurant, and we're having fish and chips.
Because who doesn't deserve that after doing a half marathon distance today? And also, you said something quite interesting about the puds.
Yeah, the puddings are British-inspired too, so you've got like a Beatrix Potter carrot cake and a Queen's Royal strawberry pudding, so yeah, it's like a taste of home.
Cheers.
Fish and
That's
chips.
really tough. I don't know.